everyone, now we are going to start array of structure and why use an array of structure, why we are using array of structure. For example, if today's topic is array of structure, so if I'm creating a structure of employee and in this structure we are going to define one or two or any number of member variables. So struct employee emp. Next, int e number, employee number, struct employee, employee, int number, e number, employee number, character name like 20, float e salary, float employee salary. This is our structure definition. Now, if I want to create structure employee variables, struct emp e1 comma e2 comma e3. If I want to store a record, one employee record, okay, but now I am just declaring three records, e1, e2, e3. If I want to store 100 employee records, can grow and go for even e2, e3 up to e100? It is impossible. Declaration of 100 variables as well as working with 100 variables, it is a complex task in programming. That's why we goes for array. We will go for arrays. Whenever we are going to declare variables, here we have to specify the size. Means this is impossible task if we are going like this. So we have to create an array, because in the array we can give the size and up to n number of records. So for this we can use array of structure, struct emp and emp e is the variable 3. If we want to store or if we want to process the record of 3 or 100 or 1000 or any number of structure, any number of employees, so we are just declaring a structure array of structure. So what is the size is 3 and a is the array variables. Now I'm going to share. So array of structure means struct emp, we have already declared int e number, character e name 20, float e salary. And if we want to declare 100 or 1000 or any number of, but it is impossible to do like this, or to declare n number of variables, so we are just declaring the array variable. E is the array variable and we can define or we can declare the size of array up to n number. So for this, whenever we are going to declare variables, we have to specify the size. Okay, now this is the array 0, 1, 2, means we are just declaring 3 records. If we are declaring 3 records, then at any memory location it will allocate some, it will occupy some memory. And for example, index value starts from 0, 1 and 2, and assume 2046 is the base address. So E is a variable which holds the base address. E is a pointer variable which holds the base address. We have already discussed about this is internal pointer variable, because pointer is a variable which holds the address of another variable. So E is the pointer variable here and E is the internal pointer variable. So all the 3 records will get the memory allocated at different locations. So for this, E0 will get the memory allocation because we are just processing the records for E1, means for E0, for employee 0, all the records, employee number, employee name, and employee salary. Then E1, then E2. So for this, all the records will get memory allocation at different locations. Now, this three blocks 0, 1, 2 are allocated for E0, E1 or same three blocks are allocated, E2 all three blocks are allocated. Now suppose 200 is the base address for E0 and 3000 is the base address for E1 and 4000 is the base address of E2. Now for this is the E, same, this is the E, and for example this for index value E0 2000 index value means employee 1 3000 is the base address, employee 2 4000 is the base address, is referenced by E pointer, is referenced by this. Okay, E is the internal pointer variable. Now how it will, how it will access means E0, how we can access the all the members of the structure. E0 is the member variable at the 0th location dot ename, E0 dot ename, E0 dot ecell. Now again E1 dot e number, E1 dot ename, E1 dot ecell. Like this we can access all the members of the structure, user defined structure we have already created. Now this is an example how we can create struct student. We have declared three members. Now this int s number means student number, it is an integer type, and student name is a character type, means 20 character you can enlist here. Int s marks. Now this s marks is what? S marks is marks of 4 subject, means we are going to hold, we are going to add marks for 4 subjects. Now this is the definition part of the structure. Next point is struct student S3. What is this? This is the array declaration, array of structure. This is the name of the structure, and S is the variable, structure variable, and 3 is the size. So we are going to hold for 3, we are going to hold the record for 3 students. Now again, like previous example we have already discussed, for example S0, S1, S2, these are three records for students. Okay, now S, suppose 1000 is the base address, it is holding by the S is a pointer variable here, and it is holding the base address, means starting address of the array. Okay, now, this 2000 is the base address for S0, 3000 is the base address of S1, and 4000 is the base address of S2. And these all addresses are referenced into this main array. Okay, and this is referenced by the, or this is pointed by the S variable, S pointer variable, which is also called internal pointer variable. Now, we have already discussed how to access the members of a structure, means S0 at the location S0 dot S number, S0 dot S name, means this data will store at this place. This name for S0 student will hold the place here only, and for S marks means, now what we have declared? We have declared the size 4, means S marks for 4 subjects. So this will hold the address. This will hold the address of another array, means 5000, and it will reference to the next array, means array within array, nested array kind of. No, now this 5000 is the base address, and this base address is held by this array. It is referenced, it is providing just reference. Now S0, how many subjects? 4 subjects. This is the 4. We have already declared the size. So 0, 1, 2, 3 means all 4 subjects marks will hold by this array for S0 student. Again, 6000 is the base address which is referenced here. This is the referenced here, and at this location all the four subject marks will be allocated the memory at from the base address 6000, and for the it is for the student 1. This is for the student 2. Okay. Now there is a we are having a one problem. So we have to design a database, or we can say we want to enlist a record for 10 employees. Each employee is having its name, employee ID, and salary. Here array is a collection of structure variables. So how it will do? Okay, I am just explaining this program. So how many employees? 10 employees. Each employee is having name, employee ID, and salary. So, first step, struct employee. Just create a structured user-defined data type, and employee is the structured name or tag name. Okay. What should be the member variables? Name, employee ID, and salary. So, name, character name 20. We can define 20. 20 is the number of characters. Okay. Int employee ID, integer type employee ID. Salary, uh, we can use int and float also. Okay. Now next, main function. We are creating a main function. Then struct employee m. Emp is the array of structure variable. This is the structure variable. And what is the size of this array? We are just declaring the size 10, means we want to store the detail for 10 employees. So in next line, printf employee detail. Now we will use a for loop, because to access, or if we want to retrieve, or if we want to retrieve some information, if we want to process some information, we are at the time we are working with array, so we will use loops. When we are working with array, so we have to use loops. Okay. And what is the size of this array? Array is of 10 size. So now we are using for loop. For loop, I is equals to 0, I is smaller than 10, I plus plus. Next line, printf, and this is the reading. We are just declare the array, size array, and variable of array. Now for loop we have declared. Now we are just reading the data. Printf, enter employee name. Scanf percentage s for string. Employee 1. Employee I means 0th location employee dot name. This is what? This is the, we are accessing the name. We are reading the name of employee number 0, means when the I value is equals to 0, it will retrieve the value for first employee. In next line, enter employee ID. So, and the for loop will go up to I is smaller than 10, means I is starting from 0 to, and up to it will go 9. Last value is the 9. So printf employee salary. Scanf percentage d, because salary is integer, so format specifier is percentage d. So this will hold the ampersand employee I dot salary. So again we are just using for loop for I is equals to 0, I smaller than 10, I plus plus. Printf employee name percentage s employee I dot name. This will print all the values. So we can create the array of structures for 10 or any number of employee, any number of students, we can hold the data. So if we are going to now, if I want to execute this program, so write this program. means we want to create this. One second. So, so struct employee, employee. Now we are defining variables, character, name, 20, size is 20, int employee ID, int salary, closing of structure, main function starting, start open braces, just declare the struct employee emp array of 10 students. Emp is the member variable of structure. Printf employee details. Now for loop for I is equals to 0, I is smaller than 10, I plus plus. When we are dealing with the array, we have to use for loop or loops. Now printf enter employee name, enter employee name. So next, to read the data, scanf we will use, because name is a string type, so %s comma emp I dot name, dot operator we are using to access the name of I index employee name. Next line, printf enter employee ID. So means now in next line, scanf to read the ID, scanf, and the ID is of integer type, so we will use %d comma ampersand employee I dot EID, employee ID. So we are using ampersand. Next line, printf enter employee salary, so double quotes we are using here. This in next line, To read the employee ID, scanf for this employee salary is of integer type, so we are using percentage d comma this ampersand employee 1 means I, index value I dot salary. So in next line, just close this. For I is equals to 0, I is smaller than 10, I plus plus, again open braces, printf employee name is, and just copy this, employee name is percentage s, and at in this place percentage is what will be the value will print, emp I dot name. Okay, now in next line, print employee ID means employee ID, it will print employee ID is percentage d comma emp I dot eid. This is in last line, printf employee salary is percentage d employee I dot salary. So return 0